is the former SFile, currently known as Mindware, another rebrand of ransomware. Robertino, should I pass the sharing to you?
Yep.
Okay, changing presenter. I am pushing your share.
And now I know how to move it. And Idris is back. And you see, I recovered of a backup, of course. Unfortunately, my backup was still compromised. And at that date, I will lose my data to Mindware. So that is not that funny as a process, but if you double click on it and the process starts, at least he's telling you what he's doing. You're losing your data and he's extracting all the data, etc. Oh, encryption detected. That is
so, Robertino, you forgot to turn on our protection program. People might actually say that you actually did this on purpose. So guys, you actually got the chance to see what happens when you have Heimdal ransomware encryption protection. When it tries to start encrypting, Heimdal detects, you know, Idris Elba sees everything, right? So it detects and it stops. But Robertino, could you please disable the security? I'll take back the screen and I'll just show people what this does until you disable your security, please, so that we can actually do something fun in the webinar, right? Not just show that we block ransomware. Everybody knows we do, right? So guys, Mindware ransomware, what is it? So if we look at Mindware, we first need to understand that this is not a new ransomware, this is a rebranded ransomware. It was called SFile so far, and it's using literally the same tactics and the same public Tor websites, right? And by Tor, I mean the browser, the dark web browser. So emergence of Mindware was March 2022. April was the most of the attacks, 13 targets just in April 2022. Now, the interesting fact with this one, and I told you guys, what's happening in 2022, what happened and what will happen in 2023, attacks are getting very custom tailored. It's like you're buying a suit, but you're going to the tailor to make it your own. Now, when you look at this, 95% of the variants that you find online are specifically made to encrypt one computer or one organization. If they come on my computer and they're made for your computer, it will not encrypt my computer, right? So this is actually the danger in today's world. And we also have a lot of high-profile technology or state-owned Chinese companies that have fallen victim to this. And if we look at what it is doing, we usually have RDP brute force as the first step. Then we have the technology and the tactic that make them famous, which is reflective DLL injection, privilege escalation, defense evasion, system discovery, network share discovery. It does not attack only your physical computer. It goes and encrypts your network at the same time. So it can only connect to one computer, and also your network is compromised if you don't have the regular measures set in place. It does CNC, command and control, data exfiltration, payload download, Windows registry alterations, endpoint process termination, so that it makes sure nothing actually interferes with it, Windows service hijacking, and last but not least, it's doing the encryption. And now let's also see the encryption. Robertino, are we ready to see the encryption?
Yes, okay, I deactivated the Heimdal tool. Now we can detonate it.
I would actually wanted that to be on purpose, but guys, it was just an accident.
Now let's see. It is very informative because you see what it is doing. Also, you get the message, etc. So it is, I mean, it's not bad. It's telling you on detail how you're losing your data. They're very kind in that case, but unfortunately, you have to pay the ransom then.
Yeah, it's interesting. And we also have Stephen asking us if this works the same for all the ransomware. Well, Stephen, basically the product that we have to defend versus ransomware is blocking ransomware on the behavior itself. So as long as you know what security measures to put in place, and it's important, protect your Heimdal system with the uninstall password, it will block it. If you don't protect the Heimdal system with an uninstall password, it can actually disable your system because it gets its hands on admin rights. Also, there are other components that you could disable admin rights with, like Heimdal PAM or any other PAM that you're looking at. But also configuration is super important. Sorry, Robertino, back to you.
Yeah, there's also one point in your slide, the RDP brute force attack. That is something, I mean, RDP is a quite old technology. It is embedded in the system for the remote desktop. But what Heimdal is also doing when you're using our firewall component, you can detect brute force attacks and isolate a client on a brute force attack. So that is, it's, as Andre said, there are different layers and different products that can also protect against the ransomware before it can start. So it is not only the ransomware with the REP we are defending, it is also some other modules like firewall module with RDP attacks. It is PAM, PDM, application control, etc. So you have a lot of tools to secure the systems.
You're actually ruining my surprise at the end, Robertino, but I'll let you ruin it, not a problem. I like you. So what is this ransomware note telling us, Robertino? Your network is penetrated.
Yeah, I just make the text a little bit bigger. Let's see how that works right here. To be honest, it's Notepad++.
I think you can just scroll in with the zoom or something. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
But we can see, right, example of data leaked, financial information, HR information, finance. So it basically thinks, because we have a dummy network, that it got that information. Of course, this is a dummy network. It didn't get anything from us.